Well, you know, when it's this cold outside, many of us might want to hunker down and find it hard to connect with the great outdoors, you know, walking around the city. Who wants to do that? Because maybe some of the only green that you'll see when it gets this chilly is hanging on people's doors, right? In terms of a wreath. And people have been making wreaths for centuries now as a decoration to help celebrate the holiday season. And one local business is offering workshops to help you make your own. And with me now is Kasey Eaves, founder and owner of Vivant Gardening Services. I love the name. Kasey, thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me, Dana.
All right, so I want to ask, you know, I don't know much about the history of wreaths, but I know that your business helps, I'm going to read this so I get this right, helps Chicagoans with gardens that are both good for the environment and for your mind. So how do holiday wreaths kind of check both those boxes?
Absolutely. So everything that we do at Vivant is about helping people connect with the natural system and how it works, because if we can do that, then your yard and your garden becomes a little bit less maintenance for you to maintain, which means a little bit more sanity, which means it actually turns into that sanctuary that you wanted it to be to begin with. So in that spirit of connecting gardens with nature, and also as a way to keep my garden crew working when the snowpocalypse occurs, right, through the winter, we transition that into bringing nature indoors in the form of wreaths.
So let's talk about, because we only have about 90 seconds left, so let's talk about what you need to make a wreath, and let's start working on it.
Yeah, so you need a base, and you're going to use a lot of different pieces. We use greens as well as flowers from our gardens in order to make these, and you're attaching them to a wreath base with a wire or string.
Where does one get a wreath base?
These are handmade, but you can buy them just about at any garden center, or you can buy them at any craft store. And then you'll simply take your piece of string and wrap it a little bit behind the back of your top evergreens, and then come down to the bottom and wrap and tighten so that this sticks on here and can survive whatever Chicago's weather throws its way.
So do you just keep doing that, like, I'm going to hang here?
Yeah, so I've got another bundle here. I'll cover the bottom third. You're all good. I'll cover the bottom third of the first one because I want to hide where my wire is. I'll grab my twine again, and I'll take it and I'll wrap it again a little bit behind so it's super sneaky and isn't so visible. And then I'll come down here to the bottom and wrap again 3 times. If you were going to be making a full-size wreath like the one that I have behind me,
those are beautiful,
then you would do the same thing all the way around. If you're doing a half wreath like the ones that we have here, you would do a couple bundles coming this way and a couple bundles coming this way.
Do you do it all the way around with, you know, let's say these lovely pieces, and then do you go back and add, you know, the accoutrement?
What's kind about this way of wreath making, and it's kind of hard to see on a camera, but you can see it here, Dana, is that we have string that goes all the way down the back end of this wreath, which means that if I look at this at the end and I go, oh my gosh, I wish I could add something more into the mix, it's very easy to tuck it into the framework that I've created.
Love it. Kasey, this is really beautiful, and thank you so much for being here to introduce the wreath making art to us. Kasey Eaves, founder and owner of Vivant Gardening Services. We appreciate it. I hope people go out and make their own wreaths, and for more information on workshops and where to buy one of their own wreaths, you can head to the site on your screen that you see right now. It's vivantgardens.com/holiday, and we'll be right back with your top headlines.